At the 2013 SHOT Show, Tom Clark from Crosman gave me a first-hand look at their new lineup of airguns, including the GI Model 1911 blowback BB pistol, the subject on today's episode of Airgun Reporter. When it comes to blowback 1911 style BB pistols, there are several on the market to choose from, including the STI Duty 1, the Tanfoglio Witness, and the Blackwater 1911. The Crosman GI model is a new player on the block, so let's check out some specs and then get it on the test bench. On this beautiful fall afternoon in the Catskill Mountains, the temperature was about 68 degrees. Not the most ideal for testing the velocity of CO2 action pistols, however, I did keep the cartridges warmed up to room temperature before loading them. The advertised velocity of the GI model is 450 feet per second, and in warmer climates, I'm sure this can be achieved. Using Crosman Copperhead BBs, my results were a low of 388 feet per second, a high of 400 FPS, an average of 393, an extreme spread of 12 feet per second, and a standard deviation of 4.6 FPS. I'm not a big fan of the Copperhead BBs, as they leave a layer of copper dust on the internal parts. I did use them for my first round of testing, then I gave some premium zinc-coated steel BBs a try. A 6 o'clock hold on the red bullseye at 16 feet produced a group that was a bit low. Adjusting my sight picture to the top of the bullseye landed more shots inside the 3-inch diameter 10 ring. Overall, the accuracy was good with a couple of flyers here and there. BB repeaters with double action-only triggers tend to be on the heavy side, so this was expected of the Crosman GI model. The trigger has a double blade design. The front part of the trigger slides over the back section when pulled. This extra mass leaves little room for big fingers inside the trigger guard. The non-functional hammer and grip safety are both spring-loaded, so they do retain a degree of realism. In my trigger test, the pull weight average was 6 pounds 10 ounces. When I produce these Airgun Reporter videos, the audio is recorded through a wireless microphone. This doesn't give an accurate representation of the airgun sounds, so I have a new feature on the show called the AGR Sound Lab. I'll use high-end audio equipment in my studio and outdoors so you can hear with authenticity all the loading, cocking, and firing sounds as if you had the guns in your own hands. Let's start with the Crosman GI model 1911. The Crosman GI model 1911 isn't any louder than most CO2 action pistols. In my test, I got a backyard-friendly decibel reading of 87.7. For a blowback action pistol, the GI model makes very good use of a CO2 cartridge. This target represents 120 rounds, of which I'd say 85 to 100 were right on target at 16 feet. Folks, the Crosman GI model 1911 has good accuracy despite a few flyers that can open up your groups. The blowback action and metal construction gives you some firearm realism, and 100 shots per cartridge makes it economical as well. The heavy double-action trigger pull can cause fatigue with extended use, and I really would have liked an authentic safety lock. Crosman clearly had their sights aimed at the novice looking to add a 1911 to their action pistol collection when they designed the GI model. It may not have the hyper-realistic features that other 1911s on the market offer, but if you're just starting your action pistol collection or want to add to your existing one, the GI model might be a good choice for under $100. For Airgun Reporter, my name is Paul Capello. Until next time, shoot safe and have fun.
Please remember, folks, air guns are not toys. Even the smallest calibers can cause serious harm if not used properly. And you should never, under any circumstance, point an air gun at another person. Parents, if you teach your children to shoot responsibly, they will have a lifetime of air gun enjoyment.